What does it take to really be the best? Not just in sports, but in life. Because here's the truth, greatness doesn't happen by accident. It's not just about talent or opportunity or even hard work. It's about an uncompromising obsession that demands everything from you. Your time, your relationships, even your peace of mind. And no one embodied that better than Kobe Bean Bryant.
Trying to get him. Right bench. Oh! Looking for Bryant. What a play!
Any minute or day wasted doing something else was going to slow him down from getting to that point.
Just Kobe Bryant floats to the leg.
I push myself to exhaustion.
Kobe never hung out with his teammates. So much so that Rick Fox said he would sit across from guys almost disgusted and knew it said everything about the price of greatness. Kobe wasn't just different, he was on an entirely different wavelength. And it was players like him that made us rethink what it actually takes to reach the top 1%. Rick Fox tells this story that paints the perfect picture. It's the early 2000s. The Lakers are in full dynasty mode. They've just won another game on the road. Everyone's tired but happy. The team boards the plane. Beers are cracked, cigars are lit, the card table is set up. It's that moment where teammates bond, let loose, laugh off the stress of the grind. Rick Fox, Robert Horry, Ron Harper, Brian Shaw, they're all there. And in the corner, sitting by himself, is Kobe. No drink, no cigar, no cards. Just Kobe. Watching, quiet, focused. Fox said Kobe would look at them like he was almost disgusted. Not because he hated them, but because, in Kobe's mind, they were wasting time.
I drank beers and smoked cigars and played cards after games on the plane. Like, people may not want to hear that, but that's what we did.
Of course.
I came from that era. Players don't do that anymore, really. They may play cards and stuff, but, Ron Harper would roll on the plane with a six-pack. And we sat and talked about the game, played cards, and Kobe would sit across from us, and he would always look at us as, like,
derelicts.
almost like disgusted by us.
He was on the course, Fox said.
He was on the course, man, and any minute or day wasted doing something else was going to slow him down from getting to that point.
That point, that mountaintop, and that's what people didn't get back then. Kobe wasn't being antisocial. He wasn't being arrogant. He was being intentional. Every single choice he made, even in those quiet, forgettable moments, was filtered through the lens of, will this get me closer to being the greatest? When Kobe entered the league at 18, most people saw a kid living the dream. But Kobe saw something different. He saw opportunity and responsibility. He wasn't there to fit in. He wasn't there to find himself. He wasn't there to make up the numbers. He already knew who he was and where he was going. From the very start, his day started before dawn. 4 a.m. workouts, a 2-a-day practice sessions, extra shooting drills after everyone else had left. That wasn't for the cameras. That wasn't for Instagram quotes. That was because Kobe understood something very few people his age do, or any age for that matter. Time is one thing you can never ever get back. If you're 18 and you want to be better than everyone else, then while they're sleeping, laughing, drinking, you'd better be working.
If your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be, right? To do that, you have to practice, you have to train, right? You want to train as much as you can, as often as you can. If I start earlier, I can train more hours. And I know the other guys aren't doing it because I know what their training schedule is. If I do this consistently over time, the gap's just going to widen and widen and widen and widen and widen, and they won't be able to get that back.
That mindset separated Kobe. And it wasn't just about being better than the guy in front of him. It was about chasing something almost mythical, perfection. Here's where this gets uncomfortable though, because in sports, in business, and in life, everyone says they want to be great. Everyone says they're willing to work, but do they really mean it? Kobe removed all doubt. His actions left no room for interpretation. He didn't just talk about it, he lived it, breathed it, sacrificed for it. Think about how many athletes post about the grind or the Mamba mentality today, but then you hear about late nights, skip practices, off-court distractions. That's not what Kobe was about. If Kobe said he wanted to be the best, that meant everything else had to align, and anything that didn't align got cut. Words are easy. Action, real, uncompromising, sometimes lonely action, that's what defines greatness. And that's why when Rick Fox or Shaq or even Phil Jackson talk about Kobe, there's a mix of admiration and awe. They knew he wasn't built like everyone else. We don't talk about this enough. Balance and greatness rarely coexist. The world tells you to find balance, Work-life balance, time with friends, time for hobbies, and for most people, that's the healthiest path. But if you want to be truly special at something, balance has to go out the window. Kobe understood that better than anyone. He missed team dinners, he skipped birthday parties, he didn't join the poker games on the plane. He didn't even hang out in the locker room after practice for that long. Not because he didn't care about people, but because he cared about the mission more. And that mission required imbalance, required isolation, required sacrificing the very things that make life feel normal. When people called him obsessive, when they said he was too intense, Kobe didn't flinch, because he knew what they didn't. That obsession was the cost of admission to the level he wanted to reach. People love to talk about the secret to Kobe's success, but there was never a secret. He told us exactly what he was doing. He showed us, he lived it. The secret is that there is no secret. Wake up earlier, work longer, cut out the distractions. Do it again tomorrow and the next day and the next year. That's why his teammates sometimes didn't understand him. To them, missing a dinner or a night out felt like distance. To Kobe, it was focus. He had one goal, and every single day was designed around getting closer to it. This is why the Mamba mentality still resonates today. It's not just a slogan, it's a lifestyle. Kobe showed the world what it looks like to want something so badly that you're willing to give up everything else to get it. And here's the part that really stings. Most people aren't willing to pay that price. That's why there's only one Kobe. He achieved everything: 5 NBA championships, 2 finals MVPs, 1 regular season MVP, 2 Olympic gold medals, a 20-year career with 1 franchise. And all of it came with the cost he was willing to pay. So what does this mean to you? Maybe you're not chasing an NBA title. Maybe your championship is building a business, getting fit, writing a book, or creating financial freedom. Whatever it is, the question Kobe forces you to ask yourself is simple. Are you willing to sacrifice comfort for progress? Are you willing to be misunderstood to stay on your path? Are you willing to give up balance for a season so you can build the life you actually want? Because the uncomfortable truth is the price of greatness never goes on sale. Kobe Bryant didn't hang out because he wasn't like everyone else. He was obsessed. He was relentless. He was willing to be lonely to be legendary. And that's why, decades later, his name still carries so much weight. That's why the Mamba mentality isn't just a catchphrase, it's a challenge, it's an identity. Not everyone will answer that challenge, but if you do, if you're willing to pay that price, then maybe, just maybe, you'll find your own version of greatness. Thanks everyone for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we're coming with new content every single week. My name is Damian Peters. This is Basketball Network, and we'll see you in the next one.